to acknowledge the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation where we're recording from today and pay respects to elders past and present.
In my view, I think people are waking up to what ourselves at Webjet and our board have known for a long time, which is this stock, WJL, is trading at a significant discount to its potential. And to the fact that it, prints off a very, very strong EBITDA every year. We just closed out our annual results, and we delivered EBITDA for the whole group of $39.4 million with no debt and a very strong balance sheet, $118 million. So I think people are looking at that. They see a consistent business that prints off EBITDA every year. That is the leader in online travel space. And I think they're starting to see what we think, which is there's significant potential in this business, and we're only just getting started. The point of the demerger was to allow the former Webjet Limited business to split into a B2B division and a B2C division. And the objective of that was to allow both businesses to focus on their unique customers and challenges. And this is a business that you only have to believe in two things if you think it's got the right to win. The first one is, do you think people are going to continue to travel? I think there's an obvious answer to that for Australians and New Zealanders. We are intrepid folk, and we're always going to go and see the world. And the next piece you need to believe is, do you believe that every retail category is going to continue to go online and that tech and AI is going to enable that? For me, I'm been focused most of my career on e-commerce, so I believe that's a strong yes to that. We're significantly underpenetrated for the sale of travel online in Australia and New Zealand than we are overseas. So there's a nice little tailwind there that we've got inbuilt growth to go. So I think what the market is doing is realising business with significant potential, the fundamentals are there, in terms of this is a well-known brand, strong awareness, strong trust. This category, like most retail categories, is going to continue to grow online. So it's got a very nice set of fundamentals. And I think that's why we're getting a bit of attention.
And speaking of that attention, Hello World, which aren't they a competitor of yours, have bought a stake in Webjet Group?
The travel industry is famous for understanding travel and value amongst its peer group. And Hello World is, one of our competitors. They're a bricks and mortar or a storefront form of distributing travel, whereas we're an online one. So I'm sure they see us as a competitor, but I also think, like most businesses, we may be an interesting investment.
So you're competing with travel agents. Why would someone choose Webjet over a travel agent?
Well, Webjet is a travel agent. We're just an online travel agent. And I think where people are going to is, why would I drive for 12 kilometres and then find a park and then wander through the mall to find that store and then the queue whilst there's no one available and then wait for a 22-year-old to give my life savings for this big trip that I want to do? I don't see why anyone should be doing that. Like, we should all be able to do this beautifully online in our tracky deck, sitting on our couch, and curate that and all be delivered to you automatically within 5 minutes, rather than sitting there waiting for 2 hours for it to be curated. So the way that technology is going and the way that AI is being used within that, it's just going to be the most easiest thing to do it with your thumbs sitting on your couch.
So let's chat about travel. It was one of the beliefs that people are going to continue to travel. How are you seeing that at the moment? What are the trends happening in travel?
It's proven to be very resilient, even in this environment where there's such a strong cost of living, crisis that's continuing amongst, both Australia and New Zealand in terms of their domestic economies. And the macroeconomy certainly isn't helping. I think the entire market is seeing a bit of softening around retail, and travels, we're not immune. And I think that's really starting to, come through since January this year. But what amazes me and what I think about is when you look at the ABS stats in terms of number of people returning from outbound, if you will, or international trips, that figure is still really, really strong. It might be softening a bit, but travel as a percentage of discretionary spend is at its highest ever percentage of all time. So, that's a fascinating thing if you think about it. Given we're in a cost of living crisis, that says to me culturally, it's one of those shifts that's come out of COVID. The old saying, if, you always want something you can't have. I think that's how people are thinking about travel now. These are experiences, this is joy, and that got taken away from you. And so people want to really, really hold on to that. Same as I think working from home is, it's an inbuilt change now. It's a cultural change that we're seeing come out of COVID. I think prioritising travel and travel experiences is a similar long-term change.